Howdy folks, Rob checking in here, spilling my records. Alright, so I just filmed this video and then just deleted it because my fucking cat is running all around. So she's in a different room now. Anyways, I'm going to show you maybe 15 records here since that I got since the last time. I got some cool stuff I'm excited about, been playing a lot of records. These are all over the board. So yeah, I hope you like them. Cheers. This is one of my favorite mugs, San Francisco. A little coffee, stuck a nap. Start her off here, get right to it. This was from a record fair I went to recently. Sisters of Mercy, Alice. This is kind of a short EP released, I think, in 1980. Amazing English gothic rock band. This is really good. I was pleasantly surprised by this. I just remembered, actually, I got this at a record store near me, and I think the owner is kind of getting rid of some of his personal stuff because I overheard him talking, and I think this was one of them because he had just put this out. But yeah, this is great. Merciful release. Sisters of Mercy. Can't go wrong there. Mississippi John Hurt, the Immortal. I didn't have any Mississippi John Hurt. He, of course, Mississippi Delta blues musician, kind of country blues sound, almost happier sounding music than a lot of blues, with that country folk kind of music thrown in there, picking guitar, and this is really good. He died in the 60s, but just before that, he was kind of finally recognized and recorded and started to get some, recognition from the public. Kind of pulled out of a somewhat obscurity he had. So that's cool. He didn't, pass away without getting some of the respect in getting recorded like he deserved to be. So, hip hop classic, Wu-Tang Clan, 36 Chambers. I had heard horror stories about this. These pretty much all the pressings of this. I don't know about if there's maybe the original pressings, but any re-release of these, that they're super compressed and they sound like shit. And yeah, that's pretty much true. It's listenable for sure. And you're probably better off playing a CD of it or MP3, but it is compressed to hell. But it still sounds okay. Still a classic record. This one I'm probably most excited about. I ordered this back in probably December. Pre-order. Excellent reissue of Porcupine Tree in absentia. Porcupine Tree, of course, excellent English progressive rock band led by Steven Wilson. This is the first album I think I had heard by them. I had a chance to go see them on this tour, and I missed that. But this is, if you're not familiar with Porcupine Tree, this would be the place to start. Try the song Blackest Eyes or Trains, or the Creator as a master tape. Every song is good on this. Really good, really good. This is a great reissue. It's on some white colored vinyl, which, I don't really care what color it is, but I was super happy to get this, and it was worth every penny. It's great. Next up here, the technically first Jefferson Starship album. It's much closer to a Jefferson Airplane album than a lot of people would than when you think of Jefferson Starship, some of the 80s stuff. This is actually really good. This mostly, a lot of the members of Jefferson Airplane, and they're still kind of playing that psychedelic rock style. Cool cover. I think this was $1. It's been played, but I didn't have a copy. Really cool artwork. The lineup on this is phenomenal. Paul Kantner, Grace Slick, Jerry Garcia, Bill Kreutzmann, Mickey Hart, all from the Grateful Dead. Jack Cassidy's on here. David Crosby, Graham Nash. Unreal lineup on this. That's very good too. Oh, this is a Modest Mouse record I did not know existed. This is called Night on the Sun. This is an EP. I think this was originally released maybe 2001 or so, which a couple of these songs would go on to be on some of their next studio album, which would have been, I think, The Moon in Antarctica. But this is excellent. This is Modest Mouse when they were, making the best music of their career, in my opinion. Early 2000s, late 90s. Moon and Antarctica kind of time period there. Phenomenal. 5-song EP. Up next here, you gotta have a little Lou Reed. This is Street Hassle. My buddy always recommended me this one, and I had heard a couple songs off this. Even if you didn't like Lou Reed, you look at that cover. Come on. Guy was cool as fuck. Street Hassle. Gang of Four. What's this one? This is solid gold. This and their first album, Entertainment. Amazing post-punk kind of funky, super influential. I mean, some of this stuff sounds like it could have just come out. 1980, 1981, somewhere in there. Excellent band. The White Stripes. This is the complete John Peel sessions. Boy, this is phenomenal. Live recorded, super raw. Most of these, they're playing blues songs. A lot of, blues covers. Death Letter. You gotta listen to this one. Even if you're remotely a fan. I know there's a lot of White Stripes haters out there, I can understand that. But this is phenomenal. This was recorded 2001 at 2 different occasions. And this official release 2 years ago, I think. And I saw this, and the guy had it super cheap. And I love it. This is great. John Peel sessions. Up next, little Sly and the Family Stone, Stand. I think this is 1969. The guy had he's got the AllMusic review printed out here. That's kind of cool. It's a good album. I think this is their 3rd album, maybe. Great stuff, political stuff on here, some fun songs, excellent funky music. Pat Metheny, what's this called? Bright Size Life. I haven't heard this yet. This was another $1. Absolutely beautiful condition, the album. These old ECM releases kind of have the plastic inner sleeve so the record stays in beautiful shape. ECM Records. This Jaco Pastorius is on this. I mean, this is going to be good. I'm just going to have to be in the mood for this, I'm guessing. Jazzy kind of mood. So, worth $1, yes. Another $1 been fined. Excellent psychedelic San Francisco band. Quicksilver Messenger Service. What's this called? Happy Trails. Half of this was recorded in Fillmore West, and then like the other half was recorded in Fillmore East. I've only listened to the first half of this, and it's basically a 25-minute version of Who Do You Love. It was quite good. So maybe I'll play the second half of this today. Good band. I love their first album. I think this was like their second or third release. I grabbed a copy of Dave Clark 5's Greatest Hits for $1. Probably won't get too much action on my turntable, but it's kind of, you gotta have one, I guess, right? Rush. Farewell to Kings. I'm not the biggest Rush fan. I pick up the records when I can. I can find a decent copy for cheap. I only got 2 or 3 of their albums, and extremely talented. Focus, live at the Rainbow. I didn't own any Focus. Instrumental rock band. I think they're from like Amsterdam, or Sweden. Someone remind me on that. I think they're from Amsterdam. But this is recorded in London, mid 70s. It's pretty good. Guitar player is excellent. I do not know his name. His name is Jan Ackerman. He impressed me the most on this. This is pretty good stuff. Despite the corny cover, it's pretty good stuff. Alright, I'm going to show you 3 more records here. I tried to make this quick. Like I said, I had to redo it, and that was a long video. Fucking cat was running all over my face. Klaus Schultz, Mirage. This is one of 2 kind of ambient electronic records I got at the same time. Klaus Schultz, of course, German electronic musician. He played with some famous groups. I think he played with Tangerine Dream for a bit there, maybe early on. But yeah, this for me is, I'm not going to call it background music, but it's close to that. It's maybe if I took like a handful of magic mushrooms, it'd blow my mind. And I do enjoy it, but it's not, personally, in my opinion, it's not music. It's music I'm going to listen to while doing something else. I'm sure some of you will take offense to that, and that's okay. Eno, music for films. This is, I think this is one of his first, like, kind of all ambient music records he released. This is 78. So, this is when he was, full on into the ambient stuff. This is good. This is a little, perhaps, easier listening if you're not a big fan of this kind of music. Because there's so many songs on here, so they're only 2 or 3 minutes long. They're kind of, obviously, it's kind of a concept. He wrote music for kind of imaginary films, and they're only a couple minutes long. And I think they've since been put into films, but kind of a cool idea, and a good maybe entry point for someone looking to get into this stuff. Last but not least, Pearl Jam, Riot Act. This is a 2002 originally. This is a reissue. They did a bunch of them last year, and these are really good reissues. Not my favorite Pearl Jam album, but if some guy on eBay is going to sell an unopened copy for like $12, I'm going to get it. Look on there. Really good packaging. They did a great job with these reissues. Excellent. Double album. And, it comes with a booklet and this and that. Some pictures of the band. The thing with this album is, and most, post-90s Pearl Jam albums, is there's usually a couple good songs on it, and there's a few good songs on this. Save You, excellent song. Love Boat Captain, beautiful. I Am Mine, probably one of their best later career songs. I Am Mine. Bush Leaguer is a good song. So yeah, this is worth what I paid for it. Look on there, it might still be on eBay there, folks. Pearl Jam Riot Act. But anyways, that's going to be it for me. Signing off. Thanks for watching.